All right. Trying to see what this background looks like. I'm really hoping that this is one of the last days of fairly shitty lighting, and honestly, I'm wiped, and I was going to get to the office and start these today, but honestly, it was a travel day. It was a long flight. They're always long, Vegas to DC, and but it wasn't the flight really. It was 11 nights in Vegas, four different hotels, Cosmo twice, so really three different hotels. And it's true that I enjoy the atmosphere and the scene and the play and the energy a lot. And I talked a ton about that. Never did I intend for this channel to be a travel vlog Vegas type channel. I wonder what the algorithm is trying to do with these videos. Um, they're not gathered. They're not going to figure it out for a while. The themes are going to start becoming more clear soon, and I really promise that. And so it just is a little exhausting, and it's natural that when I get back from a trip that I just need to detox a little bit and just to chill. But I'm keeping this challenge going. So this was one of the tougher ones. I've had a few. I think this is in my top 3 toughest videos to shoot because I really did want to do it right. I really did want to go to the office and get that set up, but it's now 8:00 local time, and I'm just really going to crash real soon. It's just a recovery day, big work day tomorrow, a couple big early meetings now that I'm back in town. I wanted to take this moment though to talk about winning, and this is one of the themes of this channel is like winning, taking risks, going for it, challenging yourself. You're really going to find that that's a priority of mine, is to get that message across and the importance of it, because too many people have the capabilities and the skills and just don't believe that they can win, that they can accomplish something. And when I say win, I don't mean in a competitive atmosphere all the time. Like, clearly the definition of winning is in most instances you winning or a team winning, and then therefore someone else loses. But to get to that level where you're even competing for something of significance, you're winning. So yes, of course, if you're trying to go after a contract and your team loses, but the act of being there and being in that group for the most part is considered a win. So I don't want to always define it as winner or loser in a competitive situation, in a team situation. It is it's natural that inevitably happens, but just even being in the hunt is a winning situation. So that's one of the themes. But when it comes to Vegas, I expect to win, and it's always been the case with me. Like, even when I was just in my 20s playing for the first time, I wasn't worried about losing. I really expected to win, and I did win. And they started taking care of me fairly early. Even when my kids were little, I would go out and I was smart enough to go to the places that I could earn free trips to, and they paid for my stay. We got a kick out of driving by one of those early places. It's called the Orleans, and honestly, like, we didn't go into it. We were going to go because there was some national finals rodeo thing over there, and it would have brought back really good memories because it was 20 years ago or longer that we stayed there. And clearly we wouldn't stay there now, but at the time it was awesome for us. There was a movie theater and great restaurants, and the blackjack tables were fine. And I had lived in Vegas, so I knew the Orleans as a local. And I was like, let's stay at the Orleans. And my wife loved it, and we had a great time. In fact, one night for her birthday, we stayed at New York, New York. And we thought, oh, now we're on the Strip. We're staying at New York, New York. They weren't necessarily comping us, but it was her birthday. And I thought, let's take her to New York, New York. Let's step it up. We checked out of New York, New York before we even slept, and then went to the Orleans. And it was just a reflection of who we were at the time. We were Orleans people then. And you start to like move up and move up and move up. One of the goals that I always had as a young person, and judge me if you want, but I wanted to get comped at Bellagio, and it took me a long time to get to that level. Like to play at a level that a property like Bellagio will comp you to stay is requires a willingness to risk and certainly a confidence to win, because you wouldn't continue playing at that level long enough if you didn't win. And so that's the topic that I wanted to cover: willingness to lose so that you can win. If you don't put yourself in a situation that you can accept losses, you're never going to win. And this trip, I lost. And I don't think I've had a lot of losing trips. I've had losing sessions, of course, duh. Like you have a lot of those. But I tend to recover with a winning session. And like I said early on in one of these videos, is that I manage those losses and I tend to do okay. Now, that obviously has luck involved, but there's, whether you believe it or not, there's confidence and there's management, money management, etc., a lot of things. And I'm not going to make this another Casino 101 video, but my willingness to lose, my willingness to accept those losses, I'm not now like dreading what happened and questioning why I even do this, but I lost, and it was a significant loss. And so, but I've had very significant wins that outshine this loss, but I'm not going to dwell on it. And it's because of that, my willingness to take a loss is why I will win in the future, and I have won. And so no matter if it's challenging yourself to lift more at the gym, or challenging yourself to go for a promotion, or challenging yourself to take a new job, or pass a certification test, or get that degree, or talk to that girl, or travel to a certain place and challenge yourself around some activity, whatever you want to do, sailing in a boat. When you lose sailing, that's probably not a good thing, because that might actually be a catastrophe. But when I'm challenging myself in a sailboat, there are times that things go wrong, and I'm not going to dread that moment and never go sailing again. We had to get rescued in Colorado, my wife and I, sailing on Lake Dillon, which is like at 14, no, not that high, but it's significantly high altitude. And we thought we were just so casually sailing for the afternoon, and we had to get rescued because it got so horribly bad weather-wise. And we're right back out there, or falling off a horse if you ride horses. There's so many examples of you have to be willing to lose. So it was kind of funny that I'm starting this video series. I'm totally connected to this challenge. I'm willing to take losses on this challenge so that I can win in the end. But while I'm doing this, while I'm committed to this, and this whole excitement around this new thing for me, I'm getting my ass beat at the tables. And so I did get a kick out of that. And then I'll kind of laugh about, oh yeah, the trip that I started the YouTube thing was one of my one of my bad trips to Vegas. But that's part of the territory. That is. And so we're back now. I can't wait to play. I'm going to take a significant break because I have other priorities that I have to get to now that I'm back. And of course, it's the holiday season, and we're going to be focused there. But 18 days. I do like the number 9. We've talked about that plenty already. The number. So whenever we get through these series of 9s, I do reflect on that. So I consider them kind of like sprints. So 9-day sprints. We're at an 18th day. Going to reflect on what I've been able to do. Clearly not a lot of improvement on the results here. I do like that I'm comfortable going live. I don't care that no one's watching. I will have improvements in regards to every aspect of this coming real soon. I have to look back at the last 7 days or so videos and kind of get a flow of what I've introduced so far, what I need to start getting more serious about in regards to like telling the story, and then titling them properly, and just improving across the board so that we can get some growth and some results here. And then I'll start announcing the whole point of it all, like what this is going to be tied to. So we're at 10 minutes. I'm going to check out. It's been a great trip and a great 11 nights. Can you believe that? 11 nights out there. And it's good to be I joke with my family that it's good to be back. Of course, it's good to be back, but I joke with them that I'm lying when I say that because I really do have so much fun out there. But it is good to be back. I need a little bit of a break, so we'll talk tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time, but I'm going to figure out. I think tomorrow will be an edited video, not another live one, because I'm kind of cheating a little bit at this point. All right, check it out. Bye.